Good morning, brave awakened ones. Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics, empathic, medical, intuitive, Reiki master, certified holistic, integrative, holistic health nurse, spiritual counselor and guide. It's about 4 a.m. right now, and I've actually been up since like 2 something this morning, around 1:30 this morning. Been dealing with some serious ascension. I can't even talk right anymore. Ascension symptoms from the 1212 gateway, which was mighty intense. I knew, we'd all get, some jolts and stuff like that, but I didn't know it was going to knock me on my butt. And the major symptoms I've experienced, and also got call from my sister in New York, who took herself to the emergency room. She was hit so hard by it, was extreme bout of nausea, stomach pain, extreme bout of nausea. I'm still dealing with it. Yesterday, I finally ate a little something. On the 12th, I ate 2 spoons, literally 2 spoons of wild grain organic rice, and just projectile vomited. That's how intense it was. Like around between 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. on 12/12, I had literally felt like something plugged into the bottom of my foot and was shooting energy up my left leg, through my body, and down my, like right now, I still feel like I'm like running this current. My muscles are literally just still going like this. Just vibrating and contracting. Literally, that's what it feels like right now. Along with the nausea. And even if I drink water, I've been trying to drink lots and lots of water, still with the stomach pains and stuff like that. So that's what I've been dealing with. And then like ascension flu symptoms, like back and forth, like for an hour, like right now, I'll be stuffy, feel like achy and stuff. And then when the muscle contractions and the jolts of energy stops, I'll feel fine. Feel absolutely normal. So that's what I've been dealing with. But this video is really not about that. I just wanted to share that ascension symptom stuff because I know some of you guys probably ran to the emergency room like my sister did. I tried to calm her down. So she's just going to take off from work today and to be like, just calm down. She goes, my blood test and urinalysis, I'm thinking about normal. What is going on? She goes, can you do like a remote thing on me? I'm like, I don't even have to do that, girl. It's just the 1212 gateway that hit you hard. Any which ways. This is like almost like a deviation from my normal videos that I'm making right now. And I've been tossing and turning about making it all night. Because, not all night, even since yesterday. But my oversoul is like, you know what? My deal is to be completely authentic in order to guide and assist in awakening and ascension. Be authentic in my own ascension and awakening, and that'll help others. And if it resonates with you, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's fine too, because like I said, I stay very open. That's the number one thing I do, is I stay extremely open, and that's part of it, to learn, to ascend. You have to stay open. You can't like be stuck, or you give yourself up when you aren't open to seeing. Again, this is real awkward because this is not something I try to cover. I did allude to it in a video a while ago, but I'm going straight into it now because my previous video I did was about sovereignty, and it was striking when the iron's hot because of the 1212 gateway, and it was like a sovereignty opening gateway. That's the way it was shown to me, about sovereignty and claiming our sovereignty. Now, when you look up the word sovereignty, it's mostly talking about total and complete authority for a state to govern itself. It talks about politics and everything. But sovereignty, as we know it as light workers, as awakened people, is the right and authority to govern ourselves. That no one has a higher right, nothing has a higher right over us but us. That is what sovereignty means to an awakened person, to an awakened soul, for us to govern ourselves. Now, with that being said, with doing the sovereignty meditation that I've been doing and the sovereignty mantra along with the flower of life and everything, and that sovereignty 1212 portion of the gateway was revealed to me, a lot of stuff was like, made me question a lot of things and see things differently, because it's about sovereignty, right? With that came the question, is the Great Awakening being hijacked? Is the Great Awakening being hijacked? The politics of awakening. Is our sovereignty, is there a battle of course there's a battle over our sovereignty. But what does that battle look like now? Okay, is the whole Q thing, QAnon, is that whole Q thing, is it just another problem, reaction, solution that we're supposed to buy into from the 4D beings that threw up the 3D matrix? You know, is it like another, is it like WWE or WWF, whatever, the wrestling federation? Is that what it is? Is it just a good guys, bad guys scenario? Meanwhile, it's all the same shit over and over again? Is this like the final smackdown? Is that what they're trying to present to us, to throw us off? And the biggest thing that made me question it, that literally woke me up, well, I've been questioning it, I never liked it to begin with, was, you know, if Trump is involved in this whole Q thing, and I know my oversoul said to me, Trump has been preparing for this moment, his soul, and showed me the journey of soul for 750 years. I'm like, yeah, but what is this moment? Now I'm questioning it. What is this moment that he's been preparing for 750 years? I thought it was to, I thought maybe he was awakening, but then what questions me is his stance when it comes to Israel. That's a big question for me. The whole Israel thing. I don't like it. I never did. Never did. The whole Israel thing. Is it just one faction, like he's with the Israel faction, the Zion faction, and they're fighting up against another faction? Is that what it is? Is it the battle for us? Is it the battle, the great smackdown between those two forces to hijack the Great Awakening? Is that what's going on? That's what I'm asking myself right now. Is that what's going on? I'll tell you guys straight up, I have never voted. I've never voted. I made that decision since I was a child. Because as a kid, I said, I don't want the government to rule over me, so I'm not going to vote for anybody to rule over me. I actually said that. So I have never, ever voted. I will admit, when Obama got into office. Very leery of the whole situation, but I was like, wow, it'd be nice if it was true, because it's nice to see somebody, honestly, a minority person, be it, be able to rise to whatever heights. It's nice to see a successful Black person straight up, because, I grew up mixed. I'm mixed. And my mother, besides being a narcissist, she's a real hardcore racist. Very racist. I grew up hearing how I was ugly because I was Black. She literally separated me and my older sister from my younger sister, because my younger sister came out very fair. So she referred to her as her belle petite jaune, her beautiful yellow baby. So my older sister and I were, especially me, macaque laid. In French, that's ugly monkey. Bête féroce, that was my nickname. Bête féroce was the ferocious beast. So, yeah, that's how I grew up, White was always right. That's the way I grew up. My older sister brought into it. I sure as hell never did. My younger sister brought into it, but it was short-lived, She doesn't think that way at all. But, that's the way I grew up. So I was like, wow, it's nice to see some Black people, who are successful, because it was always the darker you are, the dumber you are. And I grew up in an all-white neighborhood, went to an all-white school. I was the only Black kid in my class, constantly being picked on. They made a noose out of my jump rope and tried to hang me when I kicked the crap out of one of the boys. I was the one suspended from school. Okay, and it was a Catholic school, of course. So, that's the way I grew up. So to see that, it was like, ooh, that's nice. I didn't buy into the politics of it. I just brought into the whole, it was nice to think that a Black person is to be so successful in the face of so many people. That's what it felt like for me. But I didn't buy into the politics of it. And I'm still not buying into the politics of anything, because I don't believe we need to be governed. But in saying that, of course, we need to not just claim our sovereignty, but be responsible for our sovereignty. That's my vision of 5D, that we are responsible for our sovereignty. And I know, looking out into this world and seeing the mess, and it is a hot mess. How could we possibly think that humans could be responsible for their sovereignty and be responsible to do the right thing and function out of love, when there's just war and fighting and, just depravity all over the place? Well, that's what that's what we're here for as light workers, right? To show and guide the way. I know. I'm just, and everyone has an agenda, and that's my agenda, my straight up agenda is to get the heck up out of here and to take as many with me as I can. Period. That's my agenda. To rise up out of this mess and to take as many up with me as I can, and just keep praying for guidance. But besides those 4D, 3D beings manipulating and trying to hijack our sovereignty and hijacking sovereignty and trying to hijack the Great Awakening, there's also beings on the outside, fourth dimensional, not malevolent beings, but benevolent beings, the good guys. They have their agenda too. They have their agenda too. So that's what I wanted to address. I just wanted to be upfront and out there and talk about this whole QAnon thing. And yeah, the idea of QAnon is a nice idea, isn't it? That someone in the inside is there. And I've mentioned QAnon before once. The idea is nice. Wouldn't that be great if someone is really there working to expose all of this? And I've heard and I've seen the memes. I watched them, I watched some, I follow some people who talk about the QAnon thing and show the memes and everything like that when it comes to the Great Awakening. And I've noticed that the Q movement, the QAnon character itself, whatever, if it's a collective, has been talking about the Great Awakening, the Great Awakening. That's what I'm saying. Are they trying to hijack the Great Awakening? Is it just another side of the same coin? Are they just literally battling over our souls? Trying to act like the good, so-called good guys, but they're just as horrible, but they're just trying to take over from another one, because there's more than one group of malevolent beings here running this, who had the 3D matrix up. Are they just battling each other for the human souls, I should say? Is that what the deal is? So I'm just saying, don't buy into everything being put out there 100%. Because that whole Zionist thing really bugs me. I never did into the whole Jewish religion Israel being chosen as the chosen people. What the heck does that mean? I don't buy into that chosen people thing. Never liked it. Never did. Chosen by who? By your God, right? The God of this earth? Like Jesus said, you have never seen nor heard my God, my Father. And I'm not talking Father as in male. I don't use that term. Father as in Father, Mother, God, Creator, Source, Creator. Jesus said that. What do you mean by that? I take it as he means they're following the God of this earth. And who and what is the God of this earth? It's not Source Creator. Source Creator created everything. Let's put it that way. It's all Source. And it's all meant to, forge our souls for soul growth. Let's put it that way. But if that being said, it is meant for our growth. So therefore, it's meant for us to understand, decipher it, and rise above it. So I hope I'm making some type of sense. Again, if I don't resonate, I don't resonate with you. That's cool too. So, yeah. Is this just the final smackdown? Is that all it is? Is it just a WWE or WWF wrestling match we're watching here? And the prize is the Great Awakening, is hijacking our sovereignty again in just a different way. So that's what it's been coming up for me in doing the sovereignty meditation. And I'm going to keep doing it just keep claiming my sovereignty and putting out the energy out there. So whoever, to continue the awakening process and see where it leads us, to freedom. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want freedom. I just want freedom from all of this insanity. I just want freedom. And freedom for as many people that want to come along. For my loved ones, for as many that want to come along. That is my only agenda. Okay? So, if you guys are on board, keep doing your sovereignty meditation with the flower of life. Keep claiming your sovereignty so the truth can be exposed more and more and more. And if there's anything hiding behind the awakening process, anything trying to hijack the awakening process, it will be exposed. And we could just keep rising above and keep rising above till we are truly sovereign beings of divine love. Okay, so that's when I say victory to the light. When I say victory to the light, I mean victory to just everything in darkness being exposed. I'm not I'm not with any, I'm not claiming alliance with any beings. I'm a sovereign being, plain and simple. I'm a sovereign, self-governing being, and I govern myself in love, unconditional, divine love. This is what governs me. My higher heart chakra is what governs me, and everything that I do and everything that I am. And that is my intention when I put into my sovereignty meditation. Okay, so stay sovereign, people. Okay, and yeah, that's it. And if anyone's interested in healing, energy healing, or spiritual guidance, and you can go to my website, higherrealmholistics.com, and book an appointment. Okay, so hey, let's have an open discussion about it. You know, let's help each other out of the fog and just be in the light. Okay, Lady V out. Peace.